morning from Southwest Oklahoma. I'm your crazy postman, and we are doing another Setec Power CCS adapter test. I got my large coffee. I got my partner Duck back there. I don't know if you can see him. He's kind of dark. And we are going to do a little bit of a longer one for you today. We are going to several different high power fast charger stations to try out this Setec Power CCS adapter on my Tesla Model 3. So let me join you in voiceover land and I'll explain more on what we're doing today. So the plan for today is we want to try out this Setec adapter. And we're going to go to as many different branded stations as we can because we want to see how this works at the various stations. So the first one we're going to stop at is an Electrify America in Weatherford, Oklahoma. And we're just going to charge maybe 5 minutes at each stop just to make sure it works and to capture some data on this program. After the Electrify America, we're going to go down the road to the Cherokee Travel Mart and try out a flow station. I've been asked to try this out, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll find out when we get there. But after the Cherokee Travel Mart, we're going to go to the OnQ, which is a gas station in Oklahoma City, and try out one of the brand new Chargepoint stations. I really like those stations. We'll see how it works when we get there. And finally, on the way back home, we're going to come through Weatherford for a second time. This time I'm going to stop at the supercharger and get some free electrons because I have free charging on my car. Okay, looks like I'm about to pull into the Walmart parking lot here in Woodward, Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and see how this Electrify America station does. Here's the site at the Walmart in Weatherford, Oklahoma. You can see they got 4 stations here. And of course, I parked in front of the one that says unavailable, so I'm going to have to move. But that one said 150. They have a 350, another 350, and down here at the end, they got the 150 with the Chatamo. And the Chatamo is available if I need a backup. But I'm going to try one of these ABB stations. And supposedly these work. Alright guys, so I'm at my first stop of the day here in Weatherford, Oklahoma, just off I-40 at a Walmart. Pretty nice Electrify America station with 4 stalls. I might have a problem. My phone says I have no phone service, so I don't know if I'll be able to get this station to activate. I don't have any phone service, so we'll cross that bridge here in a minute, I guess. But I have my normal testing software here running in the trunk. When I plug this into the station, it's going to capture the successful or the unsuccessful attempt. So that's what I'm doing for this adapter testing at each station. Okay, so here we go. First, I'm going to try to activate the station here. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, I have no phone service. So we'll see what happens here. So no internet connection.
One eternity later.
Okay, y'all, I'm a dumbass. You can pay with a credit card at this station, so I will be able to start the charge even with no cell phone service. Duh. Why didn't I just look over there and see that? So here we go again. It says plug in first. Okay, so we're going to plug in first and get ready. Says connecting to vehicle. Hey, it's future me in the editing bay. Let me save 20 minutes of your life here. This second station I backed up to, it did not work either. It would just stay on the connecting to vehicle screen and the little pinwheel would just keep rolling forever and ever. I unplugged 4 times and plugged back in. It still didn't work. I noticed the time was off
damaged, but
in the upper right corner, so maybe that means it wasn't connected to the network. Who knows? But moving on to station number 3. This machine says it's 2:45 p.m. I don't know what time zone it's in, but it's 8:45 in the morning right now. Stuff is happening on the computer this time. It says connecting the vehicle. Now it wants me to pay. This is good. The adapter locked and it's charging. Sorry, I didn't realize y'all were looking so low. Things are clicking, the adapter's clicking, everything is working now. It's charging at, okay, this Electrify America station is charging at 47 kW at 48%. We'll charge for 5 minutes at every stop. How about that? Just to see, so we can see how much power we get in a 5-minute period. So we charged here for 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Got 3 kilowatt hours and it cost us 91 cents with tax. Alright, I'm back on the road from that Electrify America station after successfully charging, but I freaked out a little bit at first. I thought I was screwed because I don't have any cell phone service in this town evidently. Looks like a big enough town, but guess not. So I thought I wasn't going to be able to charge, but it turns out I'm just a dummy. There's a credit card port right there on the front. I was able to successfully charge. I just charged for 5 minutes and now I'm headed 30 miles further down the road to a flow station. It's at the Cherokee Travel Mart. So that's where I'm headed next. So here we are at the Cherokee Travel Mart, just off I-40, and we got a smorgasbord of different stations here. We got these flow stations, look like this. They have a Chargepoint connection on one side and a combo CCS on the other side. There's another one there facing the other way. Very convenient for EVs to just drive into this one here. Very convenient. Over here we got one of the BTC stations. This is one of the high power stations, 350 amps. So we know this one won't work with my car. Tested that several times. And then over here we got another one with a double connection there, CCS and Chargepoint. And this is an ABB unit, 50 kW station, 125 amp. There we go. Maybe I'll try this one out too. I don't think I've tried one of these. Maybe I'll try all 3 of these stations, but I'm pretty sure that one over there is not going to work. All right, let me get my POV on and we'll see how this works out here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Communication error. Remove the connector and retry. Initializing. Make sure the gun, I guess this is the gun. Make sure the gun is unplugged. Okay. It says receiving vehicle information. Communication error. Remove the connector and retry. Okay, here we go again. Let me save this file in here. Okay, it's reset. It's telling me the price. Card is on the machine. Let's see what the computer's saying here. Communication error again. So the flow stations right now don't seem to work with this adapter. We are moving up to the next station now. Just for grins, I'm going to try this BTC high power station here. I know it's probably not going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to try it once just to see what happens. All right, here we are. All right, just for grins, we're going to try this station real quick. We've used one of these many times. Okay, it is plugged in. There we go. The adapter's on and we are initiating. We've done this many times at one of these BTC high power stations. Well, that's different. Holy moly. Is this little sucker gonna work? This thing is gonna work. Holy cow, I just heard the fan spin up over there on that cabinet. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna stop that session and I'm gonna record it on the computer. So this one didn't work. I mean, it did work, but then it wouldn't work again. I don't know. So finicky. We need these to work every time we come here. So far, I haven't had any luck on the flow station. I haven't had any luck on the BTC. There's an ABB sitting over there that I don't think I've tried, so let's go give it a go. There we go. Test number 1 at the ABB station. Now this is only a 50 kW station, but right now this is only a 50 kW adapter on a Model 3 here in the States, so it's not going to matter. Lots of extra cable here at this station. I like that. Verifying you are allowed to start charging. Wow, things clicked really fast. Is it already charging? It says preparing to charge, setting up communications, and it's charging. Yeah, lots of clicking, very fast. As soon as I hit that RFID card, it started. Of course, I forgot to hit start on the computer program in there, so that's okay, whatever. I know it works. They obviously don't need to do too much testing on this one, but it fired right up. I'm gonna let it run for 5 minutes and then we'll head on to the next station. I am done with this site. So flow was a no-go. The high-powered BTC was a no-go, but these here are working just fine, so we're going to try it for 5 minutes just like we did the last station, and then we'll see how much power was delivered and the cost. Now this one's definitely going to cost more than that Electrify America station because the rate is higher, but we'll let it go 5 minutes and see what happens. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but we charged for 5 minutes, and there's where we ended up. 3,800 kilowatt hours delivered. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go walk around in the grass, and we're gonna get back on the road. The next stop is the Chargepoint in Oklahoma City. What it looks like here, there's 2 stations available and 3 parking spots, so that's good. You can queue up one waiting, or you can park in the middle and take either one of them. Looks like both these stations are the same. They both have a CCS and a CHAdeMO plug. Really nice looking station. It says it's a 125 kW shared. Now I'm not sure. The reflection on that is really strong, but you can see there the pricing right now until 11:44 is only 9 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm not sure if that's 125 shared between the 2 stations, or maybe someone can charge at the CHAdeMO and the CCS at the same time. I kind of doubt that, but I'm gonna plug in here and we'll see if we can get it going. There it goes. EV1 connecting to station. Okay, it's telling me to plug in. We'll see how seamless this is. Okay, on the screen here, it says it's connecting to, so it's at 30%, and it says it's charging at 44.6 kW. I really like the way these things look. It says it shows you the battery, and it shows you exactly how much it's costing. And down here it estimates how many miles it has added. Wow, that is really great. Alright guys, so we've been here for, it didn't say how long we've been here, but we've added 44 miles and put in 14 kilowatt hours for $1.25. So we're going to go ahead and stop here and head back home to the Weatherford supercharger actually on the way, because it's free to charge there for me. So we're gonna stop this. All right, so we're back on the highway now, headed from Oklahoma City to Weatherford, Oklahoma, to the supercharger there. I have free supercharging on my car, so I don't want to sit at that charge point and fill up, even though it was incredibly cheap. I know I've said it a few times, I really love those stations. They are great. They look good. I like how the top swivels out if you have to pull the cord. I really like those stations. So bravo, Chargepoint. I had a flawless experience. I'm adding the site to PlugShare, so hopefully it'll get more use in the Oklahoma City area. Definitely a great charger and a cheap price, 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Nice. I'll see y'all in Weatherford. Here we are at the supercharger in Weatherford, Oklahoma. And go plug in real quick. Nothing crazy to need my POV camera for here. You just plug it in and it works. There you go. That's all you got to do at the supercharger. It just works. And let's see what we ramp up to here. Heard the contactors. There we go. Full speed. You can see we have 3 6 stalls here. So we have a 3B and a 3A. So there should be 3 power units inside. Let's go check it out. Oh, the gate's kind of ajar. Looks like the latch is broke, maybe. Well, I don't want to go in there because it's obviously not somewhere you're supposed to go. But you can see here that we have 3 units in there. And then down here, oh look, another lock that's unlocked. Tesla, what is going on here? Your door was open and your lock is unlocked. But you can see here, if I ninja in there, there we go. It's output voltage 50 to 410, 330 continuous at 40C. So obviously if they get hot they'll throttle a little bit. But yeah, there you go. This is a 135 kW station. I'm not gonna lock it because, I mean, maybe they left it unlocked for a reason. Maybe someone's here working or somebody's coming that doesn't have a key, so I don't want to lock them out by fixing it. But Tesla, if you're watching this, just know your enclosure was not secure here in Weatherford. What do we got here? Oh, got a sinkhole under the parking lot here. I don't know that I would want to park on that. Might be kind of hollow under there. Yeah, I don't know about that. I wouldn't park at station 2B. You might sink and fall in. So you can see here, we're up to 90% and we've dipped below 40 kW. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go instead of sit here and waste 20 more minutes just to get a few free electrons. So I'm going to go ahead and change my limit back to 90 and wait till it finishes. Okay, charging complete. It just stopped. We are going to unplug and go. Well, I made it back home. I'm here in the driveway, and let's just do a little quick recap. So the first stop was at the Electrify America there in Weatherford, Oklahoma. And the first stall I backed into was non-functional, of course. But the second stall I went to, I tried to plug in and I didn't have any cell service on my phone, so I could not use the app. And I was kind of freaking out for a second until I realized there's a card reader on the Electrify America station. So I was able to successfully charge there. And we got back on the road, and then we went to the second stop, which was the Cherokee Travel Mart. They had 3 different brand stations there. They had a Flow, they had a BTC, and they had an ABB. I was only able to charge on the ABB station. The Flow didn't work, and the BTC, it actually kind of worked once, but then I couldn't get it to work again. So that was stop number 2. Stop number 3, we went into Oklahoma City and went to one of those new Chargepoint stations. It was really nice, y'all. It was a seamless app transaction. I don't have a Chargepoint card, but I was able to charge on that station pretty cheaply too, at 9 cents per kilowatt hour. So after that, stop number 4 was at just a classic Tesla supercharger there in Weatherford, Oklahoma again. On the way back home, I just stopped there because I needed to charge. And it's free for me at superchargers because I got 2 years of free supercharging when I bought this car. It was part of a deal to hurry up and get me to buy it. So, but if you're still watching, thanks so much. I can't believe you made it this long. This got a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. But thanks for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. First, we stopped at the Electrify America station at the Weatherford. I just pulled up here at the Chargepoints. It's a really nice Chargepoint station here at the On-Q gas station. And someone immediately tried to sell me a home theater system. I tried to lie and tell him I wasn't from around here. I said, I'm from California. He's like, oh good, me too. I'm like, crap. So that didn't work. And after that, stop number 4. Sure. Oh, droplets everywhere. Oh my gosh. And it's free for me at superchargers until the end of this year because I got 2 years of free supercharging. Initializing. Make sure the gun is unplugged. Okay. Pew pew pew. I'm gonna shoot some electrons in there. Pew pew pew. Say goodbye, duck. Thanks for watching this episode, and we will see you in the next one.